Hi, this is my journal reflection on privacy. And at our school, for this upcoming year, we have a few classes and programs that are implementing Fresh Grade as a tool for online digital portfolio communication between parents, teachers, and the students. And bringing Fresh Grade in, you would assume that that the student's best interests, that they have the student's best interests and security in mind. But the more and more I've been reading lately through this course, it really puts a lot of these things into question. So I wanted to do a little bit of investigating about this. The topic of conversation, which actually has come up within our staff meetings, is in the area of ownership of student work and what we as a school are asking our students to do when they're posting their assignments, video content, images, and all this, and leaving this, transferring this digital communication onto FreshGrade, which is in essence, it really is a social media site. So, with these questions in mind, I really appreciated the considerations from Julia's article here, um, with the various considerations that a school can look at. Um, and I just wanted to focus on consideration one, copyright and ownership. And just I did some uh, behind the scenes investigation on behalf of the school, as far as just doing our due diligence in finding what Fresh Grade states in the privacy terms here about ownership of student work. So while reading through all of this, and if I just scrolled all the way halfway down, you can see here it's already highlighted. But I was relieved to find that by posting your user content, you do not lose any ownership rights you may have to it. FreshGrade may aggregate and your user content with other user content for the purpose of compiling information regarding users of the service as a whole and delivering such aggregate information to third parties in connection with operating, accessing, and marketing the FreshGrade service. No personally identifying information will be available to the third parties in such aggregated information. So this aggregated data will be can be accessible to third parties and within FreshGrade for the purposes of marketing. But as far as I'm reading here, the content, you do not lose any ownership's right to that, and it still belongs directly to the student. You, if you just read the next paragraph down, you do give FreshGrade though, and the users of FreshGrade the ability to. Let me just highlight that here. Use, copy, print, distribute, display, and perform your user content as permitted within what FreshGrade allows its users to do. So because you have you still retain exclusive ownership to this, but you are relinquishing the rights for others to access your work, to distribute your work, comment on it, display it in other ways. So that's helped me to identify as far as the user content and the ownership. I found this is actually really helpful because otherwise I wouldn't have made my way into this document here. But just going back to the K-12 primer for British Columbia teachers and posting students' work online by Julia Hensler, I just want to go back to the consideration number one, and this helped me develop a much further understanding here as well. And just looking at the second paragraph, student work done by the student is a property of the student. Okay, so even if we as a teacher, we post this work, we share it, we pass it around. The student does not lose ownership of this work. We as a school, we as a teacher cannot claim ownership of this work. It still belongs to the student. So yeah, I found this set of readings extremely helpful. It caused me to look at our practices and what we're doing, and to ensure the safety, the privacy of our students. So that's it. Thank you.